Okay. Well, good morning, everybody. My name's Rob, and I'm a fitness instructor here at PSP Wainwright. And today I'm going to be bringing you guys through high-intensity interval training workout. So a little bit of cardio burn, a little bit of strength work, endurance work for your muscles as well. It'll be about 5-10 minutes for the warm-up, 20 minutes for the actual workout itself, and then 5 to 10 minute cool down afterwards. So if that sounds good to you, then we'll get started. Before we get going, I'm just going to say that, read a disclaimer. This disclaimer is also in the description of the video if you guys want to answer the Get Active questionnaire. So in response to COVID-19, PSP is offering telefitness to Canadian Armed Forces members. By using social media platforms, the telefitness classes tailored to Canadian Armed Forces personnel become accessible to all. Prior to participating in this class and to make an informed decision on whether you should seek advice from a qualified exercise professional or healthcare provider, consult the Get Active questionnaire of the Canadian Society of Exercise Physiology and its reference document by clicking on the links in the description. By continuing with this telefitness class, you understand there's a possibility of physical injury and you agree to do so voluntarily at your own risk. You also assume all risk of injury and agree to release the Canadian Forces Morale and Welfare Services from any and all claims related to your participation in this telefitness class. So, with that said, we'll get started with our lower body and core HIIT workout. A couple things you need: an improvised weight or an actual weight if you have one at home, some water, and a yoga mat or a towel to lie on. And with that as well, if you have music that you want to listen to, go ahead and do that. I won't be playing any here, just to avoid any copyright claims. I got the cat meowing behind me, so maybe he'll join us for the workout too. Anyways, getting to it, we're going to start off with our warm-up. Starting off just with 10 easy body weight squats. So get yourself ready here. Just gonna step back. And all we're gonna do, 10 body weight squats to start out with, nice and easy. Sitting your hips down and back, and then pressing back up to the top. Hips go down and back, knees stay tracking over toes, and then just press through your feet, back up to the top. Nice and slow to start off with, just getting the blood flowing a little bit. Cat's gone off into the corner, so he's not joining us as of yet. I think that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. After your lunges here, or after your squats here, pardon me, just coming down into a nice easy plank. All we're going to start with is a high plank here, so arms stay straight out in a high plank position, just holding for a few seconds here, really squeezing through your core and through your glutes as well. They're an important part of your core and helping keep everything stable. Shoulders are tucked down and back, and you're straight from head to toe here. And you can go ahead and set your knees down whenever you're ready. Just resting for a couple seconds, we're going to go back up into the high plank here, just for 10 to 15 more seconds, right about now. Again, squeezing the core, squeeze the glutes, keep everything in line. Don't want your hips to be coming up towards the ceiling, don't want them sagging down towards the floor. Keep everything nice and straight, nice and strong. And from here, set your knees down once again. Just on your yoga mat here, we're going to go into bird dog. So we've done this one before. Taking your left leg and extending it out at the same time as extending out your opposite arm. So left leg, right arm, holding for a second, and back down. Switching sides, so left arm, right leg, holding just for a second at the top, and then switching sides again. Same thing here, you want to try to keep your body as straight as possible when you're holding that contraction at the top here. You might see a little bit of an arch in your back. That could just be because of the shape of your back and of your behind and your legs, but you don't want to be actively arching like crazy through your lower back. You want to keep it nice and straight if you can. Just alternating sides here, holding for a second or two at the top. And nice and strong through this planted hand and planted knee as well. You're trying to balance on those two limbs while keeping your core tight. We're going to go one more here per side. So it's going to be 1, and 2. And after that, I'm just going to stand it up and go into some lunges. So you can do forward lunges here, or you can do reverse lunges. So from here, stepping your foot back. Reverse lunges are going to be a little bit easier on your knees, put a little bit less stress through your knee joint. So if you have some knee issues, reverse lunges might be a little bit better for you. But pick either one, reverse lunges or forward lunges, and go ahead and do that. And if either one of these is too difficult as well, just make sure that when you go into your lunge, you don't have to go all the way down, just go until you're comfortable and then pop back up to the top. That's just fine too. We're just trying to get some blood flowing here. Not trying to knock you out here already, so just alternating back and forth here with the lunges, staying nice and upright. So if you see me from the side here, torso staying nice and upright, squeeze through the glute to help stabilize yourself. And you can extend your arms out as well if you need that to help you balance. And we're going to stop it with the lunges there. And we're going to go back into 10 body weight squats. So same thing as we started with, just sitting the hips down and back, knees staying above your toes here, and trying to keep your chest up and facing in front of you. You don't want to be coming forward like this and have your chest pointing straight at the floor. Keep it a little bit upright. And I'm going to say that's 10. After that, coming back down into dead bugs. So lying on your back, legs and arms up in the air. All we're going to do is same thing as with the bird dog, extend out opposite limbs. So left leg and right arm, hold for a second or two, back up to the top. Left leg, right arm, back up to the top. Pardon me, right leg, left arm it was that time, but you get the idea. It's early. And remember, always when you're lifting or doing any sort of exercise here where you've got defined reps, you want to breathe in as you lower down, or as you are kind of in the less strenuous phase of the work. And then you want to breathe out as you contract your muscles and do the more strenuous half of the repetition. So we'll come up out of the dead bugs. And from here, grab a drink of water. Make sure you grab your improvised weight, whatever that may be as well. Take a drink here, and then we're just going to go into a quick quad stretch. A little bit of dynamic stretching before we get into the actual workout. So, after you've had your drink of water, standing back, just grabbing onto your foot, and from here, balancing on one foot, and just holding that leg back. Only holding for 2 to 5 seconds, and then alternating sides. Trying to keep the knees nice and close together. Don't want to be winging out like crazy. Keep everything in here. Everything in line. We're going to go a couple more times on each side. And we'll go one more here on each side before going into some quick floor sweeper stretches. And going into floor sweepers, so one leg straight, one leg bent. Straight leg has your heel forward here. And then just leaning forward a little bit, keeping your back straight and your head up. You don't want to be rounding down towards the floor. Just stretching out the back of this straight leg a little bit and alternating sides every 2 to 5 seconds, just like with the quad stretch. If you like, letting your arms hang down, hence the floor sweeper name. And we'll go a few times per side. Not holding for too long here. And after this one, we'll grab another drink of water and get right into the workout. Hope everybody's having a good morning so far. Hasn't been too much of a morning yet, but still got a few hours until lunch, and that's all morning, right? And hopefully this little workout will be a good one for you. So we'll go one more time per side here. And after that, grabbing a drink of water, making sure you got everything prepared, ready to go. So you have your water, you have your improvised weight. I've just got a jug of detergent here that I'll be using, and a yoga mat or a towel to lie on. I don't have a yoga mat, so I've just got a towel. It's absolutely fine if that's what you have. That's what you can use. So I'll quickly go through the exercises we'll be doing today. First one is just going to be a squat. Second one is going to be our dead bug that we did in the warm-up. And then a jump lunge, a plank, and a swing, a weighted swing or a lift. And I'll demonstrate all those quickly right now. What's going to happen is, this is a similar format to the workout that I did last week, where you have a certain amount of time doing the exercise and then a certain amount of time resting. So the squats, just a normal squat. You can use a weight if you like. Same thing as in the warm-up, squatting down, sitting your hips back, and then back up to the top. That's going to be for 60 seconds. And after that 60 seconds, there's going to be 30 seconds of rest before getting straight into our next exercise, which is the dead bug, just like we did in warm-up. Lying back on your mat or your towel, opposite leg, opposite arm, extending out. Press the lower back into the floor, squeezing the core. That's for 60 seconds as well, 30 seconds rest. Jump lunge is going to be for 30 seconds on and then 30 seconds rest, so a little shorter for that one because it's a bit more intense. And if you're not comfortable with the jump lunge, just lunging and alternating sides, you can do a normal lunge. You can do what we did in the warm-up, where if you're lunging, you only go down to 45 degrees instead of 90, that's just fine too. It's going to be 30 seconds total for that. After the jump lunge, 30 seconds rest, and then into a plank for 30 seconds. After the plank, 30 seconds rest, and then into 60 seconds of a weighted swing or a lift. And I'll demonstrate that here. The swing is just going to be holding onto your weight. It's going to be down in between your legs, and then squeezing from your glutes, keeping your back straight, pressing up to the top, and swinging that weight just up to shoulder height. Okay, nice and easy. Not using your arms are just a hinge, and just hands to hold on to it. All the exertion is coming from your butt, your hamstrings, and your legs here. 30 seconds rest after the swing, and then straight back into the top from a squat, or straight back to the top, starting with squats, and it's going to be 3 rounds. It should take about 20 minutes, and then we'll be good to go, but it'll be nice and intense, lots of sweat, so keep your water close for those 30-second rests where we can take a drink. Hopefully everybody understands that. Pretty straightforward, so with that said, we'll get right into it. Starting with the squat here. I'm going to get my timer going. And we're going to get started in 3, 2, 1, and go. So 60 seconds of squatting. You can do body weight if you like. You can grab onto your weight and hold that if you like. This first round, I'm just going to do body weight. Second round, I'll probably grab my weight and start using that for things like the squats. Of course for the swings as well, because that's weighted. For the jump lunge, I don't recommend holding a weight, just because it is a pretty dynamic movement, plyometric movement, and those tend to put a lot of stress through your joints already, and adding a weight to that just compounds that stress. So jump lunges, I don't recommend using the weight, but for squats and for your swings, definitely can use it. And we got 10 seconds left here in our minute of squats, so keep it going. Knees are staying above your toes. Nice strong legs, back stays straight, head up, chest up. And there we go, that's 60 seconds. Take a rest, grab a drink of water. Oh, the furnace just kicked on here. It's gonna get even warmer. Oh. Cats are just wandering around the basement here. It seems like they're a little camera shy. We got 10 seconds here left of rest. 5 seconds. So we're going to get straight into our dead bug position here, lying on our back. And opposite arm, opposite leg extending out. Press that lower back into the floor. This is going to be a lot easier for you and a lot easier to squeeze your core if you press your lower back down into the floor. If you're arching here and you can fit your hands under your back, press it down. Press it down, squeeze the core. Opposite legs, opposite arms. You can hold for a second at the bottom, bring it back up. We're going for a minute straight here, so that's halfway. Keep squeezing those abs. This is a legs and abs interval workout, or legs and core. So both of those should be burning by the end of this first round, if not earlier. Keep it up. We got 10 seconds left, and then we got 30 seconds rest. Have your water handy. And there we go. 30 seconds rest, grab your water. It is early in the morning, so we might not be properly hydrated yet. I know I'm probably not, so I'm going to keep my water close. We got 15 seconds of rest left, and then we're going to go straight into our jump lunge, or regular lunges, whatever you prefer. So 5 seconds. 2, 1, and go. 30 seconds here are the jump lunges because they're a bit more intense, so we need a shorter amount of time. Might take a few reps just to get used to it, but squeeze the glutes, squeeze your core, keep yourself upright, extend your hands out for balance if you need to, and just alternating sides. Nice quick feet. We got 10 seconds left. My head's leaving the frame here as I'm hopping up, so here we go. 2, 1, and rest. 30 seconds. Again, grab water, and then straight into our plank. I don't know about you guys, but I'm sweating already. So we're going to go into our 30-second plank, and then have your weight handy, because after the rest, after the plank, we're going into our swings. If you're not comfortable with the swings, then just doing a lift is fine, and I'll demonstrate that when we get to it. But 2 seconds into our plank here, and go. So a low plank here, different than the one we did in warm-up, which was a high plank. The high plank up here on your hands, the low plank down here on your elbows. And if the low plank is too hard for you, feel free to do the high plank. Feel free to set your knees down. That'll make it a little easier as well. Whatever modification you need to be able to do it, you go ahead and do it. 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, and grab a drink of water. Grab your weight and have it handy. For the swings here, like I demonstrated before, you're going to sit your hips down and back, press up, using your legs, not using your shoulders at all. Shoulders are just a hinge to hold on to the weight. We've got 10 seconds of rest left here. If you're not comfortable with the swings, then just doing a lift, bringing the weights down between your legs and then back up to the top, okay? Here we go, 1 minute. 60 seconds of swings. Again, sitting the hips down and back stays straight, and pressing through the glutes and the hamstrings. That's where all your power is coming from, not using your arms. Shoulders are just a pendulum. The detergent's making some funny noises. It seems a little bit lighter than last week. I must have done some significant laundry. And we got 25 seconds left. Keep it going. Again, if you're too tired from the swings now, switching it just into a lift and just sitting down, almost touching the weight to the floor here, and back up. Whatever you can do. 5 seconds, then we're going to have a 30-second rest. Here we go, 30-second rest. Grab a drink of water, and then we're getting right back into it from the top. I'm going to use my weight this time around for the squats. And if you want to as well, feel free. Hope everybody's feeling good. If you have any questions so far, leave them in the comments, and some of my colleagues will answer it for you. 5 seconds here and then into our squats. 2, 1, and go. We got 60 seconds. 60 seconds of the squats. So breathing in on the way down, breathe out on the way up. Same thing as before with the bodyweight squats. Keeping your back straight, sitting the hips down and back, and pressing back up to the top. Chest stays up. Not curling down towards the floor here. Chest stays up. Everything in line. Knees staying above your toes. If you get too tired with the weight, just set it down. Continue with body weight. It's up to you. We got 10 seconds. Keep it going. 30 seconds rest after this. And rest. Right after our 30 seconds rest here, going into dead bug. The heat vent above me and the furnace turned off, so that's good news. Won't be roasting as much down here. 5 seconds and then we're going into our dead bug. So lie down on your mat, press the lower back in, and go 60 seconds, squeezing the core. If the dead bug is too difficult for you, you can do bird dog like we did in the warm-up. So you guys keep doing your dead bug. If that's what you want, the bird dog is just the other direction. So from tabletop position, opposite leg, opposite arm, same thing. So if the dead bug's too difficult for you, do the bird dog like I'm doing now. Right? I'm going to go back into dead bug here. Kind of sounds like a dance move. Do the bird dog. So keep it going. We got 20 seconds left of the dead bug. I don't think that's as funny as I thought it was. But early in the morning it is. We got 2 seconds. And straight into your rest. Grab your water if you need it. We're going into our jump lunges afterwards. 30 seconds instead of 60 for this one, because it's a bit more intense. So 20 seconds of rest left. And we're almost halfway through. Whew. After this jump lunge, we'll be over halfway through. It's going quick. So here we go. 5 seconds left. Getting ready to do our jump lunges. Normal lunges, if the jump lunges are not good for you. So if these jump lunges are a little too difficult, just doing normal forward lunges. If the forward lunges don't feel good on your knees, doing reverse lunges, because it's a little bit easier on your knees. And once again, I'm jumping out of frame here, so I'll back it up. Keep going, we got 10 seconds left. Nice quick feet, front to back. 2, 1, and rest. 30 seconds, and then into our plank. Grab some water. Ooh, quads are burning. So grabbing your yoga mat or your towel, getting ready to go into plank. Low plank if you like it, high plank if low plank's a bit too difficult. And you can spice it up a little bit too if you like. From low plank or high plank, you can add in some knee reaches just around to the side, like a Spider-Man plank, if you like. From high plank, you can do mountain climbers to make it a bit more interesting. Nice and slow though, not rushing too much here, because you want to keep your back straight. Or you can stick with the normal plank, whatever you prefer, and make it as spicy as you like it. 3, 2, 1, and rest. 30 seconds rest here before going into our swings or our lifts, whatever you prefer. Ooh. Getting ready to go into our last exercise of the second round. We got one more round after this. Seems to be flying by. think we got a new comment on there. I'll check that out after this exercise. Starting in 2, 1, and go for the swings. So using your improvised weight or your actual kettlebell, if you have it, would be ideal. And if you want to make this a little harder on yourself, you can do one hand and then switch hands at the top. Same idea though, back stays straight, squeezing from the glutes. Just at the top, you're transferring from one hand to the other. Okay? And again, if this is too difficult, we're going for 60 seconds straight here. You can just switch into a normal lift, just sitting down and back, popping up to the top. 20 seconds left. I'm going to go back into the swings here. Alternating sides, if you like, or just doing one per side, or pardon me, both hands at the same time. 5 seconds. And there we go. Rest it up. 30 seconds of rest. Oh, good morning, Jessica Merton. Fitness coordinator for PSP Wainwright. And it's not a comment, it's just a notification that somebody's watching. So we got 5 seconds going straight into our squats here, okay? Last round. 60 seconds of squats, go. I'll catch up to you here. Grab your weight if you like, or do body weight, but we're going. 50 seconds. So sitting your hips down and back, keeping the back straight. And if this is too much, again, set the weight down. And if the body weight's still too much, just go as far as you're comfortable with. If that's only 45 degrees and back up, that's just fine. But we got 20 seconds left, so keep it going. This is our last round. Leave it all on the table. Get your Tuesday off to a nice strong start. 5 seconds. And then we got 30 seconds rest starting right now. Grab a drink of water if you need it and get ready for our dead bugs. Ten seconds. We've got dead bugs, jump lunges, plank, and swings. And then we're good to go. But those lunges, they'll get you. Here we go, dead bug, opposite arm, opposite leg. Switching sides for 60 seconds. Again, if this dead bug is too difficult, switch it up to the bird dog. And do the bird dog. Do the bear cat. Now do the bird dog. Bird dog's an actual exercise. Bear cat's just a song. Can't remember the guy's name. If you can remember his name, leave it in the comments. But here we go. We got 30 seconds left. Halfway through our dead bugs or bird dogs. Oh, I wish I could remember that guy's name. Do the bear cat. Who sings that? Leave it in the comments if you know. We got 10 seconds left for the dead bug. Squeezing those abs. Squeeze the core. Press the lower back into the floor. 2, 1, and rest. 30 seconds of rest. And then we're going into our jump lunges. So, grabbing a drink of water if you need it. 15 seconds of rest left. Three, 2, 1, and go. 30 seconds of lunges here. Jump lunges, if you can. Regular lunges, if jump lunges are a bit too much. Again, jump out of frame, back it up here. Keep it going, 15 seconds. We're halfway through. Nice quick feet. those lunges. They are the worst ones in there. 30 seconds rest. David Wilcox, that's who does the bear cat. Thanks, Leah. Alrighty, getting ready to go into our plank. Low plank here, high plank if you prefer. We got 30 seconds. Keep your body nice and straight. Shoulder blades tucked down and back. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the core. Second last exercise here, and we're already halfway through it. Keep it up. You guys are doing great. Two, one, and rest. 30 seconds. David Wilcox, that's who it is. Check out his greatest hits CD. He's got lots of good songs. It can be your next workout playlist, whether that's this week or with me next week. 10 seconds, and then we're going to go into our swings or our lifts, whichever you prefer. 5 seconds. Jessica Burton knew that was David Wilcox. That's an easy one. You can tell the rec department to add that to their trivia game this Thursday. Sign up for the rec department trivia if you like that kind of stuff. Doing our swings here for 60 seconds, 45 seconds left. Keep it up. This is our last exercise. Give it what you got. If this one's too difficult, just going into the lifts, down and back up. I'm going to keep doing the swings here. 23 seconds. There we go, almost done. 5 seconds. Keep it going, keep it going. 5 seconds. 2, 1, and rest. Oh, alrighty. Set your weight to the side, grab a drink of water. Well done, everybody. Really good job. Walk around a little bit. Keep your blood flowing a bit just before we get into cool down. Keep the legs moving. Don't sit down or lie down. You don't want to drop your blood pressure too quickly. So keep it moving, keep the legs moving. But good job, everybody. Nice hard workout for a Tuesday morning. Oh man. One of the cats behind the camera is lying down on top of the laundry rack. She looks pretty comfortable though. I won't mess with her. Alrighty, everybody. Once you've walked around a little bit and got your heart rate down, we're just going to go into a little bit of a cool down here, starting with some dynamic stretching and then into some static stretching to finish off, working on flexibility. So here we go. We're going to go starting off just with a quad stretch, standing quad stretch, alternating sides every 2 to 5 seconds, just like in the warm-up. Just holding for 2 to 5, switching sides, keeping the knees nice and close together. But seriously, check out that David Wilcox Greatest Hits CD on YouTube. So I guess it's not a CD or something, but check it out. Good songs. I think it'd be a good workout mix too. I'll put together a playlist. We post a playlist every week on Sundays, I believe, so I'll throw some David Wilcox on there for you guys. Alternating the quad stretch back and forth. And after that, going into floor sweepers. Again, just like we did in the warm-up. One leg straight, one leg bent, and just letting the arms hang down, but keeping your chest up a little bit. You don't want to be curling forward like crazy. Keep everything strong still, even in the cool down here. We're not gonna cheat on our stretches here. So 2 to 5 seconds per side, and just alternating. And here we go, we're gonna go one more on this side. And then we're gonna go into our static stretching. So, sitting it down on the floor, on your yoga mat if you like, or your towel, if that's what you have. Just reaching out, we're gonna do modified hurdler stretch. Oh, you can't really see me very well there. Modified hurdler stretch. So one leg straight out, one leg in, and your foot touching the inside of your thigh here. Just holding for 10 to 30 seconds, whatever you like. If you're a little tighter in certain areas, then you can stretch that area for a little bit longer. Don't feel like you have to follow along word for word or second for second with these stretches here. If there's one that's bothering you a little more than others, maybe focus on it for a little bit more time. Just stretching to a little bit of tension, light tension, very light discomfort, but not pain, definitely not pain. So I'm going to switch sides here. If you want to keep going on that side, feel free to. But just going to the left, same thing, 10 to 30 seconds. Again, hope everybody's feeling good after that workout. Keep drinking water as well. It's early in the morning, so not very many people are going to be well hydrated right now, so keep drinking water for the next couple hours, making sure that you're replenishing those fluids you may have lost during the workout. We're going to switch it up here into a groin stretch, so bringing both feet in, touching the soles of your feet together, and then just using the muscles on the outsides of your legs here just to press your knees down towards the floor. You're not pushing down with your elbows. Keep your elbows away from your legs there, and just pull them down, pull your knees down towards the floor, stretching out the groin. Same thing with this one here as well. If it's a little bit tighter, just focus a little bit more time on it. Notice how many clumps of cat fur you have on your floor while you're doing this. And then we're going to switch it up into a glute stretch. Just vacuumed on Saturday and there's cat hair everywhere. So here we go. Glute stretch, so bringing your right foot over top of your left knee and then your left arm across. Pull your leg across, stretching out this glute here. Same thing, 10 to 30 seconds. Hopefully by now your heart rate's come down quite a bit. And again, just stretching to light tension here. Don't want to be stretching to pain, just light tension, very light discomfort. And holding it however long you like. I'm going to switch right about now. And head to the other side. If you guys have any questions, like I said, leave them in the comments. I'll be able to answer them either right away or right after the class. We're going to have one more stretch here after we finish up this glute stretch on the other side. And from here, we're going to go into our last stretch. So this is just going to be a hip flexor stretch, so stretching right in the front of the hips here, these muscles that pull your knee up. All we're going to do is go into a lunge with your knee set on the floor. Everything at 90 degrees, and then all we're going to do, I'll show you this side first, I guess. All we're going to do is just bring our body forward. Hips are staying straight ahead, and you should hopefully feel a little bit of a stretch just in the front of your leg here. Nice and easy. If your knee doesn't feel good on the floor, you can just bring it up and then set your toe down and do the same sort of thing. Just shifting the body forward, stretching out the front of this leg here. Again, hips stay straight ahead. You want that, otherwise if your hips start to shift, you're just going to be stretching out your groin rather than your hip flexor. So here we go. I'm going to switch it up in about 5 seconds. Again, knee down or toe down, whatever feels best for you. I'm going to switch it up here, going to the other side, and holding for 10 to 30 seconds in this low lunge and just leaning it forward. Leaning it forward, stretching out the front of that leg. Nice deep breaths as well. And I'm going to go for about 5 more seconds. And good. Alrighty. I hope everybody enjoyed that workout and is feeling good right now. I hope you have a really good rest of your day. Thanks for coming out and participating in the workout, or just watching if that's what you did as well. But appreciate it. Have a good rest of your day, guys, and I'll see you next week. Bye.